And a very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Veterans Field, the home of the Fairfield Mules, where today, in a non-conference matchup, the Mules host the Centralia Orphans as both teams getting ready for the postseason. Fairfield will have their first game coming up on Monday, and the Orphans have another week to play before they get into postseason as they're 3A. They'll play Mount Vernon to start out their postseason journey. Fairfield comes in with a 13-8 record on the season. The Orphans at 13-10. We are going to have our national anthem. You'll get the opportunity to see the flag, give you kind of an idea which way the wind is blowing. But first, our national anthem. The final strains of our national anthem, and you see there from the waving flag, the undulating flag, probably they're calling it a 6 to 11 miles an hour wind. It is blowing straight into left field, or pardon me, into right field. So I would think any opportunities to get power out to for the left-handers out to right field might be a fool's errand, but we'll see how that works out. Again, the Mules in at 13-8. They had a nice win over NCOE yesterday, 5-3. Fairfield's won 4 in a row, and Centralia comes in having won 3 out of their last 5, with a loss yesterday to Marion. I believe that was in Centralia. Centralia will be hitting first here, of course, tonight. They will face on the mound for the Mules. It's Boston Isaacs. He's a sophomore right-hander. He will face the lineup as follows. Leading off for Centralia is Xavier Koch, third baseman. He'll be followed by Deacon Snow. Snow followed by Drake Farringer. It'll be Aiden Enders hitting fourth. Michael Organ in the 5 spot. Gabe Hauser, the catcher, will hit 6th. Archie Guai hits 7th, Preston Feig in the 8th spot, and Rhett Lambert in the 9 hole. Koch, Snow, Farringer, Endress, Organ, and Hauser, Guai, Feig, and Lambert. They'll face a defense that consists of the following for Fairfield. It's only one senior in the lineup today for the Mules. That's behind the plate. That's Carson White. You see him in the picture there. Over at third base, it's Braken Cavacci. He's a sophomore. Shortstop is Talon Hicksonbaugh. Ian Puckett at second base. And Logan Tullis back in action, thank heavens, at first. He's a junior and injured his knee back in football season. Good to see him back. Caleb King out in left field. Jesse King in center, his brother. And Jake Easton over in right field. Boston Isaacs on the mound. Fires to Xavier Koch at the plate, the third baseman for Centralia here in Fairfield. At 4:29 exact, we are on the roll. First pitch to Xavier Koch outside the strike zone. A little early start, just a minute early, but folks getting used to rain here in the last several weeks and days, and teams want to get the baseball games started and get them finished, get wins. As it's 1-1 to Koch, he watches strike 2 come in on the outside corner. Koch comes in with a 328 batting average. He has, let's see, that's through 22 games. They've played 23, so that's not counting yesterday's action. He is 21 for 64 as he pops that one into right field and backing up, making the play is Jake Easton on the run backwards. So Deacon Snow will head to the plate, batting 203 on the season. 12 for 59. As Boston Isaacs on the mound comes in with a pretty good ERA of 186. Doggone good ERA of 186. He's 1-1 on the season, wins and losses. Isaacs has pitched 26 innings and picked up 19 strikeouts as he's started out successfully on Deacon Snow. 0-2 the count to Snow. Gorgeous day for baseball. 86 degrees the weather at first pitch. They are saying that, like I mentioned, the wind is in from right field, 9 miles an hour, let's call it on average. And that might have knocked down Koch's fly out a little bit out there to Jake Easton. Had the wind been going the other way, it might have been a little bit more problematic for the junior from Fairfield. Bouncer to Talon Hicksaball at short. He fires across. A bit high, but in time. There's a nice replay over on that. Camera is Steve Jordan, left-hand side camera. It's Kenny Hildebrand out in the truck, keeping the pretty pictures coming to you. Abby Springmeyer doing a great job. Got the pictures and graphics, and on the replays, it is Mr. Ty Landreth. Those folks are busy as can be. We've got graduations coming up at North Clay, at Salem. We have baseball tomorrow, Friday, next Monday, next Wednesday, next Friday, or probably next Saturday. Some Saturday baseball coming to you here on Wabash. 1-2 the count here on Drake Faringer. The left fielder for the Orphans. 6'3", 190-pound senior. Pretty well put together young lad. As he watches strike two come across. He comes in with a 338 average. 22 for 65 on the season. 0 home runs. Only 4 home runs total for Centralia at this point. Home runs from Endress along with Snow. Koch has one, and Lambert has one. We'll see him in the 9-hole. 2 outs, 2-2 the count. First inning. Swinging a bouncer is foul down the left side. Cardinals already won today, or pardon me, Cardinals already lost today. They'll have a chance to win tonight. Doubleheader out in Philadelphia. Well pitched. It's a good game. Cardinals lost 2-1 on a bloop single in the 8th inning. Bouncer to third, breaking Cavachi. Swift play, fires it across. Plenty of time. That's the end of the first, or the end of the top of the first. We'll head to the bottom of the first with no score.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
This is Christy, inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head-turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true-to-size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Welcome back to Veterans Field, sunny Veterans Field here right now. There's a few clouds in the sky wandering in front of the sun from time to time. On the mound is Michael Organ. He is a sophomore, a starting member of that outstanding Orphans basketball team. They are young and they are tough. They're going to be good for a long time in basketball. Pretty solid in baseball as well at 13-10. Logan Tullis steps into the batter's box. He'll be followed by Jesse King. Ian Puckett hitting third. It'll be Hicksonbaugh in the 4 spot. Braken Cavachi hitting 5. Caleb King in the 6 spot. Jake Easton will hit 7th. Boston Isaacs, the pitcher, in the 8 hole. And Carson White catching today for the Mules will hit 9th. Tullis, King, Puckett. Hicksonbaugh, Cavachi, and King. Easton, Isaacs, and White. Oregon's next is up and in outside of the zone. Up and inside. 1-1 the count. Defensively for the Orphans, I'll give them to you here in a moment. As the right-hander, 6'2 right-hander fires it home. It's going to bounce off the glove of Rhett Lambert into center field. Mules have their leadoff hitter on. Discussion in the booth about E6 or a hit. We're going to call that a hit or an error?
I'm going to call a hit.
Okay. Discussion in the booth. The official score says base hit. The discussion. As Jesse King steps into the man on first. Over at third base for Centralia is Xavier Koch. He's a senior. Rhett Lambert, just mentioned, a sophomore at shortstop. Over at second base, it's Deacon Snow. He's a senior. And Archie Guai is over at first base. Pretty solid lead out there for Logan Tullis. Tullis, like I said, he's only been cleared to play since football. He got cleared, I think, earlier this week or late last week. And good to see him out there. He has a pretty heavy brace on his left knee. So I doubt we would see Logan Tullis pretty much try to steal. You never know. Yeah, a little bigger lead than I would have expected, though. 1-2 the count here on Jesse King. Around the swing and a miss, strike 3 to King. Around the outfield, Drake Fernger in left field. It'd be Aiden Enders in center. Preston Feig out in right field. And again, the battery today. Michael Organ throwing to another freshman, Gabe Hauser, behind the plate. 4 seniors, 3 sophomores, and 2 freshmen in the lineup for Centralia. With a man on first, Puckett steps in. Puckett hitting .280 on the season. Oregon with a 4.42 ERA through 19 innings. He has 11 strikeouts in those 19 innings. Looking at the number of innings pitched on the Orphans, he's about second, as that's a bouncer to second. Toss to second, throw to first, in time at second, not in time at first. So a fielder's choice will let Puckett get to first base, as Tullis is erased out at second. Yep. Puckett was well past the bag. So Talon Hicksonbaugh will step in to hit for Fairfield. 389 batting average for the junior. He's got 14 RBIs and a dinger. I thought Fairfield had more home runs than that. Just 2 on the season, according to my stats. But I'm missing, looks like, about 2 games. I printed these before yesterday's game against North Clay. I don't think they hit a home run against North Clay. NCOE yesterday. I did the same thing. Doggone you, Mark Turner.
I'm sorry.
There goes the runner. Bouncer to third base. Koch gathers, fires it across high, but the tag is made by Guai. A dangerous throw. The tag is handled, though, and after 1, there is no score.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank. We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online banking, just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be. Clay County State Bank.
Clay County Hospital is your life-saving connection. We have spent our lives preparing for when you need us. Quality professional care right at home. Our team will support you and your family so you never feel alone. We will make you feel welcome whether you need care, are visiting a loved one, or seeking employment. Clay County Hospital. Professional care, compassionate hearts.
Top of the second inning, Aiden Endress heads to the plate. Center fielder, Aiden Endres. He'll be followed by the pitcher, Michael Organ. And then the catcher, Gabe Hauser. Anybody gets on, we'll see Archie Guai. As Boston Isaacs heads out for his second inning of work. Endress comes in for Centralia. Let's see. There's Centralia stats. Endress comes in with a 268 batting average. He is 15 for 56 and does have 1 home run with along with 5 doubles and a couple of triples. So plenty of power here for the cleanup hitter, Aiden Endress. He swings and knocks it out to Hicksonbaugh, bounces off of his glove, and that will be the first base runner of the game for Centralia, Aiden Endress, via an error on Talon Hicksonbaugh. So with nobody out, here comes Oregon. He looks down to his coach, Todd Bauer, over at third base, picks up the sign. Left-handed hitter. Right-handed thrower. And they've got Endress caught in a rundown. Well played. Endress was taken off on the First pitch. And he never really got anywhere. Call it 1-6-5 on the putout. So Michael Organ watches ball one come through. One out here in the top of the second inning. Swing and a miss. Fairfield comes in average. It's kind of a similar two teams, almost a mirror image squads here. Like I said, 13-8 for the Mules, 13-10 for the Orphans. Fairfield comes in averaging 5.5 runs a game, giving up 3.7. A bouncer to second base, easily handled by Ian Puckett for the second out. As Centralia averaging 6.6 runs a game and giving up 3.9. Centralia has committed a few more errors than Fairfield in fewer games. Fairfield with 35 errors in 21 games and Centralia with 45 in 23. So around 2 per game. As Gabe Hauser stands in, right-handed catcher for Centralia, batting .226, bouncer to third. That just chewed up Breaking Cavachi. Took a bad hop and a second base runner of the inning for Centralia with now 2 outs. Boy, a real jerk official score would probably call that E5. Our official score is a jerk today, E5. 2 errors in the inning for Fairfield. 2 outs now for Archie Guai. Guai, just a freshman. He knocks that one deep down the left side, but that is well foul. Archie Guai, ladies and gentlemen, is a talented athlete. He comes in. He's only hitting .214 on the season. Asked to pitch a lot more than he's asked to hit, but he is a tremendously talented freshman for the Orphans. He has pitched more innings, more than twice as many as anybody on Centralia's squad, and has a minuscule .74 ERA. Guai, a right-handed thrower, 6'2", with a man on first and 2 outs. Hauser remains on the base pass, even though he's the catcher. No courtesy runner for Gabe Hauser. And Boston Isaac's beginning to give himself a little bit of trouble. It's a 3-1 count here on Archie Guai. As Guai watches strike 2 come through. It was pretty low. Guai just about threw his bat. But wisely held on to it, as the men in blue don't like that. Foul ball as the runner was going with 3-2 count and 2 outs. Neither team has gotten a runner to second base. As we're just in the top of the first. Way to throw over. Yeah, Isaac's I don't think that was going to count, as the umpire behind the plate had not yet signaled to the pitcher. There goes the runner again. Foul ball. Remains 3-2. Yeah, the second base umpire, the plate umpire, pointed in, says you got to wait on the home plate umpire to point at you before you can do anything. And he had not yet on that first put out. There goes the runner again, swing and a miss. Guai strikes out. We'll head to the bottom of the second. No score.
Tomorrow, Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County Farmers Mutual Insurance. We like technology at Flora Savings Bank. Here's what you can accomplish in our mobile banking app in less than 30 seconds. See account balances in your transactions, set up an account alert, make a transfer between accounts, get an alert text message about your transfer, pay a bill, turn your debit card off and then back on. It all happens in the palm of your hand with our free My Bank to Go app. Search My Bank to Go in the App Store or Google Play and give mobile banking a try. Flora Savings Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
When you want hometown work ethic and customer first service and you need the best insurance at a good price, think The Insurance Place in Iuka. With over 15 years of experience, Jamie Butts offers the best in home, auto, commercial, farm, and Medicare supplement insurance. The Insurance Place handles a variety of companies and provides the flexibility that only an independent agent can deliver. Plus, bundled pricing saves you so much more. It's The Insurance Place at the Ice Cream Corner on Route 50.
Where are we the rest of this week, you're wondering? Well, let me tell you, like I've always told you, you can go to the wabash.net and hit that Catch TV button up there in the upper right-hand corner and look at the calendar. Throw that out the window. Pay no attention to that for tomorrow. As South Central and Dietrich have moved to Friday, we will be in Teutopolis tomorrow as the Wooden Shoes host the Albany Tigers in a non-conference matchup. And then on Friday, it'll be Breeze Central at North Clay and Flora at Salem. It's a couple of pretty good high-quality teams there. Or 4 high-quality teams as you're going to have the Flora Wolves a chance to win the conference. With a win over Carmi, they would win the Black Diamond Conference. Salem playing in that tough Cahokia as Cavacci knocks it out there to center field. Wonderful play by Aiden Endress. Just took a few jogs to his right, came in and gathered the liner. Made it look easier than it really was. So the one out, here comes Caleb King. He'll be followed by Jake Easton. Anybody gets on, we'll see Boston Isaacs. Breeze Central at North Clay on Friday. Flora at Salem on Friday. Those games starting at 4:30. Barring rain and pestilence and hunger and all kinds of stuff. 1-0 the count on King. This our last opportunity to see Fairfield this season, as they are heading to regional play next. They're on the road the next 2 games, and then regional play in Mount Vernon on Monday. They may get back here on Wednesday, but we'll be in South Central as for a doubleheader next Wednesday in the regional. Caleb King, a pitch away from taking his base on 4 pitches. Oregon's next is down the pipe for strike 1. 3-1. Mules had a hit. Logan Tullis opened the game with a single. He was erased on a fielder's choice. And since then, Fairfield has been looking as the sophomore making his way through this Fairfield lineup. King batting just $179. He's been moving down the order as the year has gone past. And you don't need a base hit whenever you can walk. And that's what Caleb King does. That'll bring up Jake Easton with 1 out. Easton comes up hitting $173. Fairfield only 5.5 runs a game, but they've been able to get 5 games over 500 with some pitching, as that one's hit into center field. Deep second. The center fielder, Andre Enders, calls off second baseman Deacon Snow to make the play. Aiden Enders out there in center field. Endress. I knew I was messing that up somehow. Aiden Endress. So Boston Isaacs, the pitcher for Fairfield, steps in with a man on and 2 outs. Throw over for King is well late. That was probably Oregon's move number C, letter number C. As the pitch home is popped foul out of play. That's going to hit that very nice Centralia bus. They've got one of those luxury liner style buses over there. It's not quite the big 47-seater, but it's a good one. Holds probably 25 or 30 comfortably. A nice, comfortable bus. Runner goes, throw to second, no throw to second. So a stolen base for Caleb King. And with Isaacs looking at a 1-1 count, a base hit would probably score a run. Caleb King's pretty fast. Big hole on the right side. Now Snow gets back into position as it's a bouncer to Koch. He looks over and throws across for the 3rd out. That'll do it for the Mules. They leave 1 on a walk. We'll head to the top of the 3rd. Still no score.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile, and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora and Sisney. They will provide the financial protection and peace of mind that you need and deserve. North Wayne Insurance in Pekin, beyond the expected.
Do you bowl like this? That's great. Do you bowl like this? That's great too. That's because whether you're a pro or you just want to have a lot of fun, at Peggle's Silver Dollar Lanes, we have a lane for you. We have galaxy bowling, gaming for kids and adults, Joe's Pizza, a full bar, darts, pool, and fresh and clean bowling shoes. Boy, does that smell nice. So come on down to Peggle Silver Dollar Lanes in Effingham, where we have a lane for you.
Eight, 9, and a 1 set to come up for the Orphans as both teams search for their first runs of the basketball. How about baseball game? Preston Feig, followed by Rhett Lambert. Then back to the top of the order, Xavier Koch. Anybody gets on, we'll see Deacon Snow. Boston Isaacs heading to the mound for his 3rd inning of work. Yet to give up a hit, but the Orphans have had a couple of base runners. They had 2 base runners last inning on an error by Talon Hicksonball and an error by Braken Cavachi. First pitch into Feig is not in. It's ball 1. As he pops the second one in the short infield and easily handled there by Ian Puckett. So here comes Rhett Lambert. Lambert I tell you what, that's sneaky. When they put a 400 hitter at the end of the order, Lambert coming in hitting 419. He's got one of the best batting averages on the Orphans. And nobody got up earlier this morning than Todd Bauer. He knows how to get a rally started, tries to anyway. As Lambert, the shortstop, he is 18 for 43. And he bounces that one through the hole. How about base hit number 19 for 44? As the first hit of the day for Centralia will bring up the top of the lineup with one out. I was talking about that the other night, how what quality strategy it can be to put a really good hitter at the end of the order. And it just kind of starts a rally for the top of the for an inning as in front of the top of the order. Runner goes, throw down, gets through. Lambert gets up thinking about 3, but he's going to hold his ground. Ian Puckett couldn't gather it. So a stolen base for Lambert. Isaacs has to button down now, as it's a 1-0 count on Xavier Koch. Koch flew out to right to open the game. He went right into the teeth of that breeze and could not overcome it. Drove Jake Easton back. He was backing up when he made the catch. 2-0 the count to Koch. Inside 3-0. Isaacs beginning to give himself a little problem. 3-0 for Koch. Koch hitting 328. And he watches strike one come past. Centralia 13-10 on the season. Both teams are looking for their 14th win. As there is ball 4. So a 2-out walk, 1-out walk will send Koch to first base for the heart of the Centralia order. Looking for the first runs of the game. Here comes Deacon Snow. Snow back in the first inning, bounced it to Hicksonbaugh. The lanky junior threw him out pretty easily. There's a base hit out to right. No, it's not going to be a base hit. As coming in nicely to gather it is Jake Easton. That carried a little farther than I thought it was going to. So the second out of the inning will bring up Drake Farringer. Top of the third inning, no score. This is the best chance Centralia has had. Neither team has had a runner at third yet today. Curveball way on the top side of the zone for strike one. Rhett Lambert out at second. Xavier Koch at first. Good speed at both bases. Runners go. Pitch is swung on. Throw down to third. Safe. He beat the tag. He went underneath the tag. Cavacci thought he had him, but boy, it sure looked to me like he just went right underneath the tag. Cavacci didn't get the tag down. So a double steal, compounding the issues for Boston Isaacs. He just needs one strike, though. 0-2 the count here on Snow, or pardon me, on Farringer. He pops it to the right side. Easton on the run. Makes the play in fair territory and saves the bacon of the mules. That'll end the top of the third for the Orphans. We'll head to the bottom of the third. No score.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business. And we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting the work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure. Come to Stanford Marketing in Flora for all your custom and promotional needs.
Give me all your lumber. Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas.
What?
You better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I would. Zink Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Temperature has dropped a couple of degrees here since we started. Now 84 degrees in Fairfield. Here's a replay of that stolen base attempt. And a stolen base as there it is. There's the throw, and you see the throw beats him, but he tags him up high. So that's why he was safe at third. As it is Oregon back on the mound, throwing to Carson White at the plate. It'd be Logan Tullis following, and then Jesse King here in the bottom of the third inning. No score. Mules with just one hit, and the Orphans with one hit as they left two on base last inning. Mules have picked up a couple of errors, but they have not hurt them to this point. 0-2 on the lone senior starter today for Fairfield. Carson White, catcher. As I mentioned, he'll be followed by Logan Tullis, then Jesse King. Anybody gets on, Ian Puckett, as White watches strike three. This is the last home game, barring a regional appearance for Fairfield this season. Tullis, a right-handed swinger, steps in. He got a base hit to lead things off today. Like I mentioned, he just started playing again this week as he swings through strike one. It's 1-1. A lot of whenever you're a junior and you're getting into the season at the last of the season, you're probably pretty doggone aggressive. Want to get some hits. As that one is inside. Good to see he hasn't lost his batting eye over the course of the long rehabilitation. 2-1 the count. Michael Organ, a sophomore on the mound. Right-hander, fires home. That one knocked out to left center. That's going to get down for a hit. As Tullis is 2 for 2. Tullis is 2 for 2 now. And with one out, Jesse King heads to the plate. King comes in batting .255. And you can see why Chris Fleener has thrown Tullis right back into the fire. He's got a good hitting eye. One out here in the bottom of the third. No score, swing and a miss from King. Jesse in center field today. He struck out swinging back in the first. Knocks a buffalo gnat out of the way. Have you seen the buffalo gnats coming in yet this year, folks. I have seen them starting over the weekend. They started making their way into Wayne County, and they are a pestering King right now. As he fouls that one out of play, it's 1-2. It's bad timing, though, for a Buffalo Gnat to be messing with your face when you've got a guy on base and it's a one out. Your opportunity to take the lead here in the bottom of the third inning. Oregon peaks at first. Runner goes as Tullis had the bag. I don't think anybody expected him to try to steal. I didn't expect him to try to steal. He had the Pete Maravich brace on his leg, and he still goes ahead and tries to steal. And he would have had it. Jesse King says, okay, man. Welcome back. Oregon's next. Swung on, fouled out away again. Up into the net. Or that's not the net. That's the chain link fence. Back behind the plate. There's no net here at Fairfield, is there? Nope. That was coming in about the time they redid this field. Bouncer to third. Koch throws to second. In time. The relay not in time to first. So it'll be King safe on a fielder's choice, but Logan Tullis is out at second base for the second out of the inning. 5-4. So Ian Puckett will head to the plate with a man on first. Probably better speed here with Jesse King at first base. Puckett ground into a fielder's choice, ground out to a second. Runner goes. Throw is too high and bounces away, but nowhere for King to go. So, man in scoring position now on a stolen base. Base hit for the Puckett. For Puckett would most likely bring in a run. As that one is out of the zone, 2-0. Oregon working. I guess the first one was a strike because that was a ball. Okay. We stand corrected, Mr. Blue. There's strike two looking. Didn't catch the call on that steal. I was busy calling the steal. Bottom of the third. Mules need a hit. Try to get the lead. Oregon has pitched very well. And that ball bounced back foul. Michael Oregon, starter for Centralia today. Right-hander, doing very well. He's a sophomore. Pitching against Boston Isaacs for Fairfield, also a sophomore. And a foul ball as Puckett. A little greedy on that one. That was inside. And it just kept getting bigger and bigger to Puckett before he could no longer resist. It was a late swing. Barely got a piece of it. Looked like it might hit him. 1-2 the count with 2 outs. King on second base. Bouncer to that side. Koch with a nice play. Fires it across. Bounces dug nicely by Guai. And that'll do it for the Mules. We'll head to the top of the fourth here in Fairfield. Still no score.
When a Fairfield fire truck needs a repair, Cam's there to keep things rolling. And as part of the volunteer fire department, Justin's looking out for Cam and all of Fairfield. Everyone supports each other, and Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them all with safe, reliable power for every one of our members. It's why REMCs exist, and together, it all works.
At your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville, you can count on experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, the Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville carry a large inventory of Napa products for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced associates understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa Know-How at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville.
Top of inning number 4, Aiden Endress will lead off for the Orphans. He'll be followed by Michael Organ, then Gabe Hauser. Archie Guai, if anybody gets on base, as Boston Isaacs has also thrown well. He's only given up 1 hit. He's pitched around a couple of errors. The Orphans got a couple of base runners on last inning with a hit and a walk, but able to strand those at second and third. As Enders, who reached on an error, watches strike 1 come in. He reached on an error back in the second, then was caught stealing before even the first pitch was thrown to Oregon. Isaacs just picked him off. He went trying to steal before the pitch was made. Swing and a nipper, strike 2. That was a nice play. Isaacs to Tullis to Puckett. Back to get rid of Endress in the second. Top of inning number 4. Each team has had decent chances. Nobody has been able to take advantage. The Orphans, the only team to get anybody to third base so far. And that was in the last inning, Rhett Lambert. Also the only hit of the game for Centralia. A couple of pretty nice pitching performances today by Michael Organ and Boston Isaacs. A little low. Full count. Started out 0-2. 0 balls, 2 strikes, and now Endress has worked his way all the way back to a full count. And he spanks that one foul down the left-hand side. Todd Bauer didn't even move. Thing was screaming by his head. He knew it wasn't going to hit him. Might have been a little high. 3-2 the count. Endress, center fielder, takes his base. So, Isaacs lost him. Had him and lost him. And with nobody out, Centralia trying to start a little trouble. The Orphans looking for the first run of the game. And he swings at the first pitch, fouls it down the left side out of play. Well, Aiden Endress learned his lesson. He didn't take off running to second base on the first pitch or before the first pitch. And I wondered when Michael Organ was going to be asked to straighten up, lad. Tidy up, big boy. Put that tuck that shirt in. 0-1 count. Bouncer to second base. Nice play. The toss to second. The ball gets away, and it's not on the transfer. And so it's going to be first and third as Hicksonbaugh couldn't make the play. Puckett with the good pick. Threw it over there to Hicksonbaugh. And he'll be first and third with nobody out, with a courtesy runner coming on for Oregon. I know you can't count the double play, but that should have been 2. That's got to be an E6 again. And it's first and third. With nobody out, Gabe Hauser at the plate. Big opportunity here for the Orphans. And that one is foul, about 20 feet foul, about 2/3 of the way down the left-hand side. Endress walked. Oregon reached on an error as the ball was tossed to Hexaball. Got away. Throw over to first, not in time. It is Marshall, pardon me, it is for Centralia. Will Stanton running for Michael Oregon. So Stanton on the base pass for Centralia. That ball popped up on the infield. Cavacci underneath. He'll make the play for the first out of the inning. Well, that's huge for Fairfield. And here comes Archie Guai. The freshman wears number 7. First baseman steps in. Takes a look at Isaacs. Men to first and third. Infield playing it straight. With the throw over to first base. Endress over at third. Stanton at first. One out here in the fourth inning as they've got the runner hung up between first and second as they're trying to see if they can get the runner home. They're trying to set up a hot box, throw to first, now throw to the Hexaball. Peers over at short, makes the tag, one out, and the run will score. So a stolen base on the double steal, the delayed double steal. That's 2 outs now, but Endress opens the scoring. All right, that would be 1, 3, 4, 1, 6 on the putout. 1, 3, 4, 1, 6. As Guai swings and a miss, and that was that's the second out of the inning. That is a move by Todd Bauer based on the fact that his hitter doesn't have that good a batting average, and he wanted to see if there was any way they could sneak a run across, and by golly, they got it done. It's 1-0 Centralia. As somebody's for left aside, nobody's keeping score anymore out on the scoreboard. By golly, Abby is 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll do it for the Orphans, but they do pick up a run without a hit. A error, a walk, a caught stealing, and a strikeout. The Orphans take a 1-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning.
Why are more people heating their homes with FS Propane? Because it's better to work with a company that lives and works in the same community that you do. This is Aaron Cummins, your local Clay County FS Propane specialist with South Central FS. South Central is a 9-county cooperative with highly trained employees that are dedicated to providing our residential, commercial, and agricultural customers a safe and reliable propane supply. Contact your local South Central FS Propane specialist or visit us online at southcentralfs.com.
For nearly 40 years, family-owned Little Egypt Golf Cars has been dedicated to serving Southern Illinois' golf and utility car needs. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility located along I-57 in Salem. Our interactive showroom displays all of the latest accessories and vehicle designs. We offer new and used vehicle sales, a full parts and service department, and a rental fleet of over 600 vehicles. Whether it's riding in style on the course, cruising with the family, or having a rugged vehicle on the job site, we have you covered. Proudly serving Illinois and Missouri with 3 locations.
Take a trip to Old Mexico with the whole family without ever leaving Southern Illinois. It's La Fuente Mexican Restaurants in Fairfield, Flora, and Mount Vernon. La Fuente's authentic Mexican cuisine will delight every appetite, from sizzling fajitas to tasty tacos to the best burritos this side of the Rio Grande. La Fuente Mexican Restaurants in Fairfield, Flora, and Mount Vernon.
Welcome back to the bottom of the fourth inning. Mules give up a run to the Orphans. Michael Organ now with a run under his belt and also his shirt tucked back into his belt. He'll face Talon Hicksonbaugh, breaking Cavachi, Caleb King. And anybody gets on, we'll see Jake Easton. As the junior from Fairfield watches ball one zip through for near his feet. Didn't even hop, but would not have blamed him had he. A little cloudy now as that ball is knocked over the shortstop's head for a base hit. Lambert took a little leap at it, but he needed probably another 6 inches and another base hit for the Mules. They now have 3 on the game and a leadoff single. So Fairfield, we'll see if they can't get something going here in the middle of the lineup. Hicksonbaugh, the 4-hitter. Here comes the 5-hitter, breaking Cavachi. Caleb King, the 6-hitter, and Jake Easton hitting 7th. As they try to respond to the Orphans' 1 run. Ball gets away, wild pitch. And a easy take of second for Talon Hicksonbaugh. Had his sliding glove on, takes it off. I guess he's not going to steal third. Or try to steal third. 1-0. The lead for the Orphans. A bunt, great bunt down the first side. Oregon tosses to Guai in time, but a perfect bunt moving Hicksonbaugh to third. Cavachi, not typically a bunter, you wouldn't think, batting fifth, but that was perfect. So, with 1 out, Caleb King comes up. He walked back in the second inning. And he has a man at third. It's the best threat Fairfield has had today. As Oregon's pitch is fouled back. That was right down the gut. King had a good shot at it. Couldn't turn it around. Jake Easton on deck. Boston Isaacs in the hole. With 1 out, the man at third is Talon Hicksonbaugh. He's got good speed. And 1-1 the count on Caleb King. Like I said, King walked in the second, stole second base. He was stranded on second. Hicksonbaugh, the farthest a Mule has been able to get right now, as he is dancing a little bit off of third. Infield in for the Orphans, way in, on the grass at all 4 infield positions. 2-1 the count. As King fouls it away. I tell you what, if he had a bunt like Cavachi had back in that inning, you might think a suicide squeeze. And Coach Fleener just said, hey, man, look at the infield. Put it over the top of them. 2-2 the count. Up high. It's going to be a full count. It's a big point in the game for Fairfield. Both teams looking for their 14th win of the season. Centralia 13-10. Fairfield 13-8. Next one. Bounced up the middle, off the leg of Oregon. A late gather, and Hicksonbaugh, since it went to the right side, didn't try to score. That was going to get through. It went off of Oregon's right leg directly to Deacon Snow, who gathered it gingerly and was able to make the out. 1-4-3 on the putout. You got to be kidding me. So here comes Jake Easton. Fairfield needs a base hit. First pitch is in for strike 1 on the inside corner. I tell you what, that it looked like Hicksonbaugh might have had a chance to go. He went about halfway and then went back to third. 0-1 the count. Hicksonbaugh with a leadoff single. He's now third. That's bounced up the middle. Oh, takes a nice odd hop and gets over the glove of Deacon Snow for a huge base hit. And the Mules will tie it up at 1. Each team picks up a run here in the fourth inning, and Jake Easton is over at first base. Deacon Snow with a good effort on it, but that one took an odd hop on him. Did somebody put some funky, odd rocks here on the infield? We've had 2 or 3 odd hops today. Oregon's first pitch to Boston Isaacs is outside for ball 1. Here were 2 outs and a man on. Mules are certainly used to playing tight games. So is Centralia. Both these teams have Centralia averaging about 3 runs more than their opponents. Fairfield just 2 runs per game more than their opponent. 25 games, that's not very many. As the runner goes, ball gets away. Easton will be safe at second base. So he is in scoring position. Second wild pitch of the inning from Oregon. So Isaacs hitting 185. Love to pick that up. The runner goes again. Bouncer to third is foul. Two and two the count. Isaacs trying to poke it through that left side. Nobody really trying to keep the runner close at second. Easton at second. Oregon fires. Bouncer through to the hole and gathered. The throw across is in time. What a great play by Rhett Lambert and a wonderful throw on the backhand. He makes that play. Look at that throw across and able to get Isaacs in time. But the Mules do pick up a run on 2 hits. They leave 1. We will head to the top of the 5th inning. 1-1.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
This is Christy, inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head-turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true-to-size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Welcome back here to Veterans Field in Fairfield, the home of the Mules. As an exciting 4th inning, we remain tied heading to the top of the 5th inning as Boston Isaacs will head out for his 5th inning of work. He has 2 strikeouts recorded in the game, has only given up 1 hit, gave up the run without the aid of a hit in that 4th inning. His fielders have let him down a little bit as they have 3 errors, and one of them did come across for a, and let's see, would that make that unearned? The walk, the error. Yeah, probably not. As Preston Feig at the plate. He popped out to second base back in the 3rd inning. He'll be followed by Rhett Lambert, then Xavier Koch. Anybody gets on, we'll see Deacon Snow. Swing and a miss. Feig picks up his second strike. Good to see the folks coming over from Clinton County and Marion County, making their way to Wayne County. Probably about a 55-minute drive as a Feig strikes out. Third strikeout of the game recorded by Boston Isaacs. Here comes Rhett Lambert. Lambert had a single, the lone single of the game for Centralia, the lone hit of the day for Centralia. Stole a base and made it to third, stayed there. Defense plays him to left in the outfield and to pretty much to left on the infield as well. Inside ball two. Cavachi, Hicksonbaugh, Puckett, and Tullis on the infield. King, and Easton in the outfield. There's a strike, 1-1. 2-1, pardon me. Neither team has subbed anybody as yet. We're in the fifth inning. Lambert watches ball three come through low. And Isaacs, with one out, doesn't want to start any trouble, does he? He does, as that's ball four. Lambert's been on both times now. So that'll bring the top of the order. Xavier Koch, Deacon Snow, Drake Farringer. With one out. Koch walked his last trip, flew out to right to open the game, and that one is popped up on the infield. It's going to stay foul, and Carson White will make the play for the out, about halfway down the third baseline. Called off breaking Cavachi, says, I'll take that one, thank you very much, for the second out of the inning. So here comes Deacon Snow. Rhett Lambert wants another stolen base. He already has one today. He says, give me another. Isaacs looking in at Snow. He's gotten him out a couple of times. And he swings at that one to deep right center, backing up, but room for Jake Easton, and that will do it for the Orphans in the fifth inning. They do leave one on a walk. We'll head to the bottom of inning number 5. It remains 1-1.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank. We got checking and savings and bill pay too. An online bank, just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree. Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be. Clay County State Bank.
Welcome back to Veterans Field. Getting set for the bottom of the fifth inning. Avery Gardner heads up to pinch hit for Carson White with the wide variety of substitution rules. See if Carson White comes back in the top half of the sixth or not to catch. Keep an eye on that as Gardner heads to the plate. White struck out his only time at bat. That one's up and in. The Mules with 4 hits, just 1 run against Michael Organ. Organ with 1 strikeout, 2 strikeouts. And it's 1-1 here on Avery Gardner. Steve Jordan down on the right side shooting today. Kenny Hildebrand on the left. That one is popped on the infield, and Oregon's got it. Just in front of home plate for the first out. These sophomore pitchers today, they have both excelled. Oregon basically, this is the only player he's had real problems with. Logan Tullis is 2 for 2 with 2 hits. 2 solid hits. He comes up with 1 out here in the 5th. Tie game 1-1. And he watches the curveball come in for strike 1. Oregon hadn't fired the curve a ton today. That was a pretty one. As his second offering is off the plate. Tullis playing first base for the Mules today. And watches one go by low. Koch, Lambert, Snow, and Guai on the infield. Faringer, Endress, and Feig on the outfield. Bouncer to the right side. Koch with a long throw. It makes it. Well, I tell you what, Xavier Koch has had a dandy game. He was outside the foul line, and he threw that across to get the out by a step. So, with 2 outs, here comes Jesse King. King is 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice back in the 3rd. Stole a base. Was stranded at 2nd. Koch has made some great plays over there at 3rd base. He has 4 putouts today. And 2 or 3 of them have been pretty spectacular. That one, he was in foul territory when he made the throw. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll be in Teutopolis as the Shoes host the Olney Tigers. That game will start about 4:30. We'll take the Fiber at around, call it 4:25. We were supposed to be in Teutopolis yesterday, if you're paying attention to the schedule, and the Benton Rangers said, we ain't coming. About a day before the game. That was real nice. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 2-2 on King. Yeah, we heard about it. We heard about it yesterday morning as Teutopolis was scrambling to find a replacement. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That'll do it for the Mules. We'll head to the top of the 6th inning. Score tied, 1-1.
Clay County Hospital is your life-saving connection. We have spent our lives preparing for when you need us. Quality professional care right at home. Our team will support you and your family so you never feel alone. We will make you feel welcome whether you need care, are visiting a loved one, or seeking employment. Clay County Hospital. Professional care, compassionate hearts.
Tomorrow, some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready. like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County Farmers Mutual Insurance. We like technology at Flora Savings Bank. Here's what you can accomplish in our mobile banking app in less than 30 seconds. See account balances in your transactions, set up an account alert, make a transfer between accounts, get an alert text message about your transfer, pay a bill, turn your debit card off and then back on. It all happens in the palm of your hand with our free My Bank to Go app. Search My Bank to Go in the App Store or Google Play and give mobile banking a try. Flora Savings Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Top of inning number 6, Boston Isaacs back to the mound. As heading to the plate will be Drake Farringer. The Orphans looking for their second run, looking for their second hit. Only one hit today, and that was in the third inning. It didn't come around to score. The only run the Orphans scored was in the fourth inning, and that was without the liberty of a hit, without the assistance of a hit. Had a walk, an error, a ground out, and a double steal to pick up their first run. Drake Farringer, a double steal attempt. One of them was out. The one going home was safe. Farringer, 0 for 2. He'll be followed by Aiden Endress and then Michael Organ. Anybody gets on, we'll see Gabe Hauser here in this sixth inning. This has been a pretty well-played ball game, well-pitched ball game anyway. With, I guess you can't really call it well-played since there's 4 errors on the Fairfield side, right? No errors for Centralia. Fairfield has committed 1, 2, 3 errors. Inside, ball 3. 3-1. The count here to Farringer. Both teams picked up their run in the fourth inning as Farringer walks. A leadoff walk. At what point would Isaacs be tired? This is his third trip through the lineup of the Orphans. Aiden Endress heads to the plate. He's been on base both times, but he's 0 for 1. Got on a walk, scored the lone run for Centralia, and he pops that one up. Catch is made, throw to first, double play. The bunt attempt is tremendously unsuccessful. What a play by Boston Isaacs. Came over, made the catch on the bunt. There he is, and throws on his knees to first base for the double play. How about that? So with 2 outs, Michael Organ heads to the plate. Great play by Boston Isaacs. As Organ, 0 for 2 today, reached on an error and grounded out to second. He reached on the error where it looked like Jake Easton was going to be able to get his man. Ian Puckett was going to be able to get Endress at the front of a double play, and the ball went sailing into left field off of Hicksonball. 0-1 the count to Oregon. So Oregon reached base on that error, and he was tagged out in the double steal. Well, his courtesy runner was. I think it was Stanton. Wasn't it Will Stanton? Yeah. Will Stanton was tagged out in the double steal. He did his job, though. He got into a rundown and caused the confusion on the defense, enough confusion for a run to get in. Bouncer to second base. Nice pick by Puckett. He fires to first. That'll do it for the Orphans in the sixth. We remain tied 1-1. Bottom of the sixth coming.
When you want hometown work ethic and customer first service and you need the best insurance at a good price, think The Insurance Place in Iuka. With over 15 years of experience, Jamie Butts offers the best in home, auto, commercial, farm, and Medicare supplement insurance. The Insurance Place handles a variety of companies and provides the flexibility that only an independent agent can deliver. Plus, bundled pricing saves you so much more. It's The Insurance Place at the Ice Cream Corner on Route 50.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile, and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora and Sisney. They will provide the financial protection and peace of mind that you need and deserve. North Wayne Insurance in Pekin, beyond the expected.
Do you bowl like this? That's great. Do you bowl like this? That's great too. That's because whether you're a pro or you just want to have a lot of fun, at Peggle's Silver Dollar Lanes, we have a lane for you. We have galaxy bowling, gaming for kids and adults, Joe's Pizza, a full bar, darts, pool, and fresh and clean bowling shoes. Boy, does that smell nice. So come on down to Peggle Silver Dollar Lanes in Effingham, where we have a lane for you.
New pitcher for the Centralia Orphans. That is Dax Snow on the mound. He is a 5'9" sophomore right-hander, and he will face Ian Puckett, Talon Hicksonbaugh, and Braken Cavachi. Anybody gets on, we'll see Caleb King. Pretty good outing for Michael Organ as he went 5 innings. Just gave up the 1 run and only walked 1. He did strike out 3. 1, 2, 3. Had a couple of wild pitches. That hurt him in the 4th inning when Fairfield scored their run. Hicksonbaugh moved up a base on a wild pitch, and Easton did as well. But as Puckett stands in, he's 0 for 2. 2-2 from Dax. 5'9", 160 pounds. If he's 160, he must be hiding it somewhere. If he's 160, he must have lost about 15 pounds over the course of the season. They probably measured before the season started. A ball popped into left field on the run. That's going to get foul and out of play, just barely out of play. So it'll be 2-2 as Puckett comes back. Cardinals are back at it in Philadelphia. Trail by a chunk in the 2nd inning, 5-1. So the streak ended this afternoon. I hope they don't start another streak tonight. Bouncer to second. Quick play by Snow. Fires across in time. Deacon Snow and Dax Snow. I suspect they are related. Kind of an uncommon name. Talon Hicksonbaugh heads to the plate. Hicksonbaugh with a single today for Fairfield. Scored the run. Odd bounce. Nice pluck by the shortstop, and he throws it out of play. And that will send Hicksabah to second, as he might have hit Steve Jordan over there. You okay, Steve? Move the camera. Did he catch it? I don't think he did. Hope he didn't. Steve Jordan having to get out of the way. That took such an odd bounce. I'm not certain that Lambert would have gotten him anyway. So let's give him a hit and an error. Hitting an E6 to give him second base. It looked like Hicksabah was probably going to be safe anyway, because that ball hit the grass just in front of home plate, and it took off into the sky. So Hicksabah off a second with one out. Base hit, you got to think, would give him an opportunity to score. See if Coach Fleener, Chris Fleener over there on the left-hand side, is going to have the windmill going. 2-0 the count. Snow fires home. That's fouled back. Cavachi, 0 for 2. Make that 0 for 1. Had a sacrifice bunt. Beautiful sacrifice bunt in the fourth inning. That moved Hicksabah over to third base. Hicksabah able to come in on the hit by Jake Easton. Big two-out hit by Easton to tie the game. Each team scored in that fourth inning. Centralia scored in the top of. Fairfield in the bottom of. We are in the bottom of the sixth. Mules looking for the lead. And an opportunity to put away the Orphans as they throw back snow to snow. Hicksabah safe. Deacon, the senior back second baseman. Dax, the sophomore pitcher. 2-2 the count to Cavachi. Watches ball three go past. Thought about swinging at it. But now a huge opportunity for the Mules with the 3-2 count. Runner at first base. At second base. Will Coach Fleener send him with a 3-2 count? You never know. We'll see. He doesn't have his sliding glove on. Bouncer up the middle. Gathered by the shortstop. Throw to first is in time. Lambert to Guai. And Hicksabah moves up. So, with two outs, Caleb King heads to the plate. So, King walked in the second, stole a base, stranded at 2. Grounded it off the pitcher's leg in the fourth, and a nice play by Deacon Snow to throw over to Guai to get him out. Swing and a miss from King. Had that ball not been off the leg of Oregon, that would have been a clean base hit. It had some speed on it. There's a curveball comes in for strike 2. King's going to have to guard the plate now with 2 outs and 0-2 count. Runner at third base. Caleb King at the plate. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away. Throw down to first is in time. And that will do it for the Mules. They threaten here in the bottom of the sixth, but they leave Hicksabah over at third base. After 6, we are tied 1-1 back after these.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business. And we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting the work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure. Come to Stanford Marketing in Flora for all your custom and promotional needs.
Give me all your lumber. Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas.
What?
You better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I would. Zink Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
Welcome back to Fairfield, Veterans Field, home of the Mules. Top of the 7th inning, Centralia comes to the plate. Boston Isaacs back to the mound. He has gone the whole way. Has given up just one hit and has given up one run. It was unearned. A walk, an error, and some base path shenanigans. Centralia picked up that run in the 4th. Fairfield picked up their run in the 4th. Gabe Hauser at the plate. He'll be followed by Archie Guai, and then Preston Feig, Rhett Lambert, if anybody gets on. 6, 7, 8, and 9 in the order for Centralia. Bouncer up the middle. Hickson ball down on it. Fires it across in time. So, Fairfield has 3 errors in the game, but and one of them led to a run. That error would have erased Endress at second base, and he ended up coming around to score. As Isaac's first pitch is off the plate for ball 1. Here to Archie Guai. Guai's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. And Isaacs throws all around the plate. Little inside on the first one, little outside on the second. Mules keeping a close eye on Isaacs as we're in the 6th inning. Probably make that the top of the 7th inning. And I don't know how many pitches Boston Isaacs has remaining. He has pitched extremely well. Has only given up the 1 hit and the 1 run. It wasn't earned. 1-2 the count here on Guai. Off the outside corner again for ball 3. He takes a look at the scoreboard just to make sure that he knows the count and is ready to fire home. Swing and a pop, foul. That's going to get out of play. It's been a fun, brisk ball game. Knock wood. There have been a few errors, 4 by my count. 3-2 the count. Guai gives it a look, swings and fouls it again off of the chain link fence. Cavacci at third base. Hickson ball at short. Puckett and Tullis on the right side. Puckett at second, Tullis at first. The Buffalo Gnats on the field. Puckett having to wave him away. Bouncer is foul again down the left side. King, and Easton in the outfield. Mules have not changed any of their players in the field all day. Pitcher remains. That's Boston Isaacs with a full count now on Archie Guai. And Guai didn't like the amount of time that Boston Isaacs was taking. Isaacs just a sophomore. Guai just a freshman. These two players might face each other numerous times over the course of the next 3 years. Swing and a miss. Strike three. The sombrero for Guai with 2 outs. And that will bring up Preston Feig. He's 0 for 2. That's the thing. Whenever you've only given up 1 hit, everybody's basically 0 for 2, 0 for 3, 0 for 1, something like that. Feig struck out his last time up and gets out of the way of the inside fastball that didn't come back to the plate. 2 outs. He don't want to get hit. Bouncer screwballs out of play down the left side. Had a little bit of the English on that. Playing pool. Probably more like playing billiards than pool. Oh, heck, I'm having a brain cramp. What's the game starts with the S? Snooker. Thank you. That's snooker down the left side. You ever played snooker, Mark? I don't think I have either. I've watched it played. It's they got the real small holes. Pop fly to the right side. Easton makes his way in and drops it. Lost his footing, and Feig is going to end up on second base. The ball gets away again. Feig heads to third. The throw to third, not in time. A 3-base error. Make that a 2-base error on the catch from Easton, and then he compounds it with an error throwing it to third. 2 errors, E9. Ouch. And at third base is Preston Feig. So Rhett Lambert heads to the plate. He's batting over 400. This is what you did not want to see if you're Chris Fleener. The end of that lineup. Todd Bauer set it up perfectly here for this hitter, and there it is. The 2 errors and the run scores from third on the base hit by Rhett Lambert. Boy, oh boy. And it's 2-1 in favor of Centralia. 2 out, 2-base error, then a third error, or a second error. Boston Isaacs is frustrated. Walking around the mound. This may be his last hitter. And I think Koch just did him a favor. Xavier Koch stepping out. Trying to he probably just doesn't want to get hit by a pitch as Isaacs is phased. He threw a little extra mustard on that one, but it was low, 1-0. Yeah, Boston Isaacs on the mound is in a frustrated spot right now. Throw to first. No tag. Lambert with the base hit. Just the second hit of the game. And actually his second. Lambert with the only base hits for Centralia today. He's got them both. And Isaacs trying to finish the 7th. He's given up 2 runs, both unearned. And if the Mules can't come back from this may be the hardest luck loss I've seen in a long time. Deep to Easton. He turns his back. It's over his head. 1 run they're going to send Lambert. He will score without a throw. Throw to third. Not in time. It is a run-scoring triple from Xavier Koch. And the Orphans go up 3-1. And Chris Fleener's going to go out and talk to his defense, see how long Isaacs is going to stay in, as that one went well over the head of Jake Easton. And, there's got to be nobody feeling worse about this seventh inning than Jake Easton right now, as Isaacs is adjusting his headgear. I think he's going to stay in the game pitching. We will see, as no, he will not. He's going to head to third base. Looks like it's going to be Braken Cavacci pitching. Big round of applause for Boston Isaacs. And he is still frustrated. You can see he is in a bad way. We'll see who pitches next for the Mules. They trail here in the top of the seventh. 3-1. Back after these.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
When a Fairfield fire truck needs a repair, Cam's there to keep things rolling. And as part of the volunteer fire department, Justin's looking out for Cam and all of Fairfield. Everyone supports each other, and Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them all, with safe, reliable power for every one of our members. It's why REMCs exist, and together, it all works.
Braken Cavacci heads to the mound as Boston Isaacs has moved to third base. Deacon Snow heads to the mound. He will face the right-handed sophomore with 2 outs. As Cavacci has one job, get the third out, get to the bottom of the seventh, and then see if you can get some runs scored. What a tough luck inning for Boston Isaacs. He gave up through 6 2/3, as that one is fouled back. Through 6 2/3, he gave up just 3 hits, 3 runs so far, none of them earned. The runner at third, Xavier Koch, does belong to Boston Isaacs. 2-1 the count on Snow. As the Mules have committed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 errors. They have not done their pitching any help at all. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, that'll do it. But the Orphans take the lead on 2 hits and 2 errors. We'll head to the, all with 2 outs. Unbelievable. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Mules need 2 to tie, 3 to win. Back after these.
At your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville, you can count on experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, the Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville carry a large inventory of Napa products for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced associates understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville.
Why are more people heating their homes with FS Propane? Because it's better to work with a company that lives and works in the same community that you do. This is Aaron Cummins, your your local Clay County FS propane specialist with South Central FS. South Central is a 9-county cooperative with highly trained employees that are dedicated to providing our residential, commercial, and agricultural customers a safe and reliable propane supply. Contact your local South Central FS propane specialist or visit us online at southcentralfs.com.
For nearly 40 years, family-owned Little Egypt Golf Cars has been dedicated to serving Southern Illinois' golf.
Heading up to the bat for the Mules, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. They need base runners. It'll be Jake Easton, presumably Boston Isaacs. We'll see if we see some pinch hitters. Carson White, he got pinch hit for last time by Avery Gardner. He may come up again for him. They may have stuck him in as a DH. We'll just see who comes up for the Mules. They need to get around to the top of the lineup. Logan Tullis has a couple of hits today, but he's 4 hitters away. Fairfield needs to get some base runners. They trail 3-1. First pitch is swung on, knocked too short. Taking his time. The throw over is in time from Rhett Lambert to Archie Guai. First hitter is up and out. That will bring up Isaacs. Isaacs, the sophomore, 0 for 2 today. Grounded to short, grounded to third. And Dax Snow, who came in to start the 6th inning, is looking for 2 more outs. He could get the win today. Michael Organ went 5, gave up a run. It was earned, 4 hits. Snow has given up a run. That has given up a hit. That is a bouncer. Gathered by Lambert again. He's busy. And that's out number 2. So, it'll be Carson White with 2 outs, trying to extend the game. Fairfield needs a base runner to get to Logan Tullis, the top of the order. White struck out in the 1st. Was pinch hit for in the 5th and comes back up now. As the Orphans with 1 in the 4th, 3 and 2 in the 7th. Fairfield with 1 in the 4th themselves and have been unable to score elsewhere. Michael Organ with a fine day, but he's not gonna be involved in the decision for Centralia. Dax Snow on the mound now with 2 outs. A line drive to Deacon Snow. Brother takes care of brother, and that will do it as the Fairfield Mules fall today to 13-9. Centralia improves to 14-10 on the season. The Mules finish with 1 run on 5 hits. Hey, that's the big one is the next one. 5 errors for Fairfield, and they left 5 base runners as well. 1 run, 5 hits, 5 errors, and 5 left on base. Winning pitcher today, Dax Snow. He goes 2 innings for the Orphans. He gets 1 strikeout, and gave up 1 base hit, and that was it for Snow. As he came in to start the 6th, he got 6 out of 7 hitters out and picks up the win. Again, 1 run, 5 hits for the Mules, 5 errors for the Mules, and 5 left on base. For Centralia, they finish with 3 runs on just 3 hits. None of those runs were earned. 1 error, 5 left on base for Centralia. Isaacs went 6 2/3. He gave up all 3 hits. He had 4 strikeouts. For the Mules, Isaacs went 6 2/3. Gave up all 3 hits, got 4 strikeouts, and gave up all 3 runs, none of which were earned. Hard luck loss, if there ever was one, for Boston Isaacs today. Braken Cavacci came in to finish things off. Again, 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 5 left on base for Centralia. The Orphans, again, improved to 14-10, while Fairfield falls to 13-9. They're going to have a junior varsity scrimmage here after us, but we're done. We do appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. Where are we next? We'll be in Teutopolis tomorrow as the Olney Tigers will head to Effingham County to play the Teutopolis Wooden Shoes, and then a couple of games, Breeze Central at North Clay on Friday, along with the Flora Wolves at Salem. Until tomorrow, for all of us at Wabash Catch TV, my name is Bruce Dickey, reminding you today's final score, a hard luck loss and a fine win for the Orphans. Centralia defeats Fairfield 3-1. So long from Veterans Field.